Union Carpenters from Local 254 in New Jersey, along with Kiewit Corporation, one of North America's largest and most respected construction and engineering organizations, have been busy building the Woodbridge Energy Center, a 700 megawatt gas-fired power plant which will generate enough electricity to supply approximately 600,000 homes. The Energy Center was developed by Competitive Power Ventures. CPV's goal is to develop facilities that can make a significant difference in improving the environments and the economic well-being of a region. The facility will occupy approximately 30 acres and will have structures about 130 feet high and is estimated to take about 3 years to complete. At peak construction, there will be approximately 500 to 600 workers on site, and the plant staff size will be about 25 full-time, well-paying jobs. In an effort to stay eco-friendly as well as cutting edge, the facility will use the most advanced generation technology today, and when complete, it will be one of the nation's cleanest and most efficient generation stations. The facility will provide Woodbridge Township with substantial revenue that can be used to support the township's growth and development plans, as well as to stabilize taxes for residents.
Way back in 2007, there was a very heated competition between maybe close to 20 towns for 3 power plants in the state of New Jersey. We're very fortunate that one of those 3 plants was chosen to be in Woodbridge Township.
Been on this job since May. This is probably the biggest job I've been on so far since I've been in Local 254.
Okay, so as an apprentice, I haven't been on too many jobs yet, but this is by far the biggest I've been on.
The foundation work must have been extensive for all these structures, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there was a lot of concrete throughout the project. It was 18,000 yards, but we used the EFCO system in here, and the concrete work came out beautiful. It's like glass. Under the ground, you're actually walking on miles and miles of concrete right now. We just poured the tabletop. It was one of the biggest tabletops that they've ever poured.
This project has produced hundreds and hundreds of quality union jobs for some residents of Woodbridge and certainly residents of the area and the entire state of New Jersey. And these are skilled, quality workers. It's quite a sight to see this many skilled workers in one spot working on a tremendously complex project like this power plant. It was just so heartwarming to see so many people working because of what we were able to bring to Woodbridge Township.
This is where all the carpenters were, approximately 30 of them, doing all this for the cooling tower. They had 40 men out here, and they were all local men. They came out of the hall, and they were very pleased with every man that they got. They worked really hard, and I got to tell you, everybody worked together, because it's all carpenter work that you're looking at.
Wow. Wonder how many bolts.
A lot of nuts and bolts. A lot of nuts and bolts. They had a few guys on the bench, and they were fabricating what they needed. And when you look at the amount of work that they've done in a short amount of time, it's amazing. It was all hands-on, so if you look around, there's quite a bit of work that was done here. You know, and they did an excellent job.
The project will generate enough energy to power 700,000 homes. We're about 35,000 of that. So you think of an area, 20 times the size of Woodbridge. We'll have the benefit of this.
This is where the steam turbine and the generator will sit up here on top. Okay, but this is the big steam one here.
This is the big steam turbine.
And this is where you get a lot of vibration. So that's why it's so thick. This is the thickest concrete they've ever poured on a tabletop. But it came out beautiful. No issues. And that's because everybody put their heart and soul into it, all the carpenters, and they worked hard on it.
I mean, the amount of scaffold that's going to go into this, this job in the final stages or the last 9 to 10 months of the project is going to be massive.
The carpenters have to get in there before anybody else can do their work. So we actually set up the job for other trades.
And then when the job's done, we'll be there to dismantle the scaffold.
Yep. The carpenters take the time to put the handrails up. They do the mesh. They do everything it takes to keep it safe. I don't think I've ever been on a safer job.
You got to look out for each other.
Yeah.
And the conditions on this job, we're responsible for making sure that the conditions are safe out here.
The Carpenters Union has been a great partner with Woodbridge Township in a lot of different ways. As we have projects that need to be done, we can bring people out of the hall on an hourly, half-day, daily, weekly, monthly basis and use them as we need them. It's great to know that the carpenters are on the job and doing the work, and they're coming out of the hall and they're out there working and investing in Woodbridge Township like we've invested in them. It's a great relationship we have with the Carpenters Union.
No matter what they bought out on this job, the shoring, the form work. All the carpenters that we had out here were familiar, and they were all actually very qualified to do the work. Like the guys that I have out here I can count on. They're my family.
I've been a carpenter for 30 years. I'm the second generation of my family to be a union carpenter. I love my trade.
Right now I have 9 years experience since I started the apprentice. This is fantastic. This is a good job. We have a good crew. We have one of the best company that I work for, and I hope I can work with them many more times because they are very good what they do.
I enjoy my work. What's nice about it is that I can hand it down to my son. He's the third generation, Jason. So it feels good to have another union partner in the family.
Yeah, growing up when I was a kid around my grandfather and my dad, I was always around tools, always around projects around the house. It seemed only natural that I would fall into being a carpenter as well. And I like what I do, and it'd be nice to pass it down to my kids someday as well.
It's a hard living, but you know what? It's an honest living.
It is.
And it's nice to look at the end of the day what you built and turn around and say, you know what? I accomplished something today.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's amazing. I mean, you start out in the ground, you put your footings in, you build your walls, your foundations, and then you put this on top of it. It's like building a city by itself. So you take a lot of pride in your work. And when you see something like this that came out this nice, it makes you feel good at the end of the day.
My kids could turn on the light switch. They say, my father helped make this light work.
I'll tell you, I want to congratulate you and your crew on an excellent job. Keep up the good work. Hats off to you guys.